Hey guys, what's up? Fan here again, and today I'm bringing you guys another video, and today we're just gonna go over the skill talent tree for Valeera real quick. Gonna try and keep this video short, maybe 10 minutes or less, so gonna cover all the talents pretty quickly. I know a lot of people say that Valeera these days is dead or she's not viable anymore, and I think that's actually not true. I think she's actually still very viable, but kind of situational. You need to pick her in a comp where she makes sense, in a map where she makes sense. But if you fulfill those two things, I do think that she is still situationally good. So thought I'd cover the skill build today. Level 1, what you want here for this build is Crippling Poison. So
Should be
Crippling
fine.
Poison is generally the best one out of the four here, in my opinion, because I see a lot of other people take Block, and while Block is also pretty good, Valeera is not that squishy for an assassin, and she's like a burst assassin, kind of like Alarak or Kerrigan. So, similar to how Block doesn't really help those assassins that much, it doesn't really help her too much because she has enough life to do her damage. She has enough life to get in there, just do a quick burst damage around and get out with or without Block. And the block is really only going to help you if you're trading long term with someone, and that's not really her playstyle. So her playstyle is much more of the, you get in, you press all your buttons, and you get out. You're not looking to trade auto attacks long term, so I don't think block is the best for that one. S Similarly, I see a lot of people pick Vigor. I used to like Vigor a lot, but the thing about Vigor is it hinders your early game playstyle a lot, where you pretty much have to always be in lane getting globes, and that's not really what you want to do as Valeera early game. As Valeera, ideally you just want to be roaming for ganks right at level 1, right out of the gate, looking for potential picks, and you don't want to be forced to go pick up every globe along the way because that'll hinder that a lot. So Crippling Poison is our pick for level 1 here. It's very strong. It's a 25% move speed slow, which is relevant, and it's 5 seconds, which is an extremely long time. Um, And basically, it just has the most value in my opinion out of all the level 1 options here. So moving on
Choose a talent.
to level 4.
Choose a
Level 4,
talent.
the talent I like the most here is Wound Poison. I think Wound Poison is one of the most underrated talents in the game. It's on a 15-second cooldown, just like the Crippling Poison, so it's really short cooldown, and you can reduce healing by 50% on whoever you hit next with your any kind of spell damage, and it lasts for 5 seconds as well. So
Choose
one
a
of the most
talent.
underrated talents in the game, in my opinion. Like, it's basically Mortal Strike or Mortal Wound for like Zul at level 20. When that first came out, a lot of people said it was overpowered because healing reduction in this game is completely overpowered because there's so much healing. And this is on a level 4 talent, and it's 50% healing reduction. Very, very strong. The only other iteration would be like Mortal Strike on Varian, and that's at like level 13, I believe. So, yeah, Wound Poison just really, really good. I see some people take initiative, and while initiative is like a little bit more burst damage, I think that Wound Poison negates more healing. Like, you gain more value from Wound Poison than initiative almost all the time, in my opinion, because that one extra combo point is gonna do what, maybe 100 and somewhere between 100 to 150 extra damage, right? But um, the thing is, if wound poison just hits a hero that's near their healer, that's almost guaranteed. You're almost guaranteed to gain more than 1 to 200 points of damage just by healing negation. Because if any healer throws a healing spell onto your wound poison target, that's gonna, the healing half of the healing spell is almost always more than 1 to 200 HP. So just by that way, you're gaining a ton of value. Not to mention, there's so many heroes in the meta that heal a lot. You're talking, like just think about heroes like all the tanks, Mirrodin, Chen, etc. They have a lot of these healing mechanisms. Arthas, Leo, all of them have like huge healing self-sustain mechanisms where you can really cut into their healing with this. And there's so many more other heroes in the meta that can heal. Like Thrall, even heroes like Gul'dan, just so many heroes in the game can have some form of healing. Wound Poison is very, very value for your level 4. Moving on to level 7, it's pretty much always take
Choose a
for
talent.
Assassinate. This is pretty much the main Valeera build out there these days. It's the kind of Q build, and Assassinate is the first part of that. Just 100% extra damage. It's actually really, really good. And it synergizes well with your level 13 later as well. Um, Level 10, we're gonna want almost all the time Smoke Bomb, in my opinion. Smoke Bomb is just too good. It fits the playstyle of Valeera really well, because oftentimes as Valeera, you want to be like kind of DQing into the backline, and then once you DQ into the backlines, you just press Smoke Bomb, and then you're pretty much you can freely be in their backline for 5 seconds, and there's no way they can really target or kill you. And that's just really, really valuable for her playstyle. Cloak of Shadows, even though it is a good ability, I think doesn't fit her playstyle as much because if you DQ into the backline, you really need the untargetable to make you live. Even if you have Unstoppable, a lot of the time that's not enough to keep you from getting chunked out. And it's not enough to like let you stay in the backline for 5 entire seconds scot-free like Smoke Bomb would. So most of the time I'd say Smoke Bomb is just the better ability at that talent tier. Level 13 is your kind of power spike where this build really turns online. It's where you get Death from Above. This is where you gain your biggest gap closer. Prior to level 13, how you initiate is basically, you go in lane and then you sneak up on a hero and then you either stun them or you open with your cheap shot or you open with your Garrett. So you use both your poisons, you stun them, you do whatever combo you want to them, and you try and kill them that way, right? But after levels 13, your combo changes. So instead of walking up to them, you can just open up with a DQ, and you basically gain initiation from a range distance, which is really valuable. Think about kind of like Zeratul Seeker in the Dark or something like that. It's very valuable for you to gain the initiation range. So after level 13, what you want to do is most of the time on a backline target, you Q into them, and then you can use all your buttons for a 3-point combo, and that becomes generally very, very strong. So level 16, what you want to do is most of the time I like Exposed Armor, but Thistle Tea is always a good option too. I think Thistle Tea is more sustained damage, whereas Exposed Armor is more single target damage if your team is really just trying to kill a hero really quickly. Just lowering their armor can be really good. I'm going to go with Thistle Armor for this one. And level 20, now without Cold Blood, it's kind of up for debate. I kind of think that both of these are good, but right now I'm leaning towards the Night Slayer. Vanish cooldown reduced by 3 seconds. Just makes such a huge difference because your hero is so reliant on your D. So yeah, just reducing that cooldown by almost 50% is really, really good. So that's the full build for Valeera, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video guide. So people ask me how you combo on Valeera a lot too, and I'll just show you guys real fast. So like I said, if you're before level 13, all you have to do is, completely intuitive. You press your poisons, you go invis, and you either open with a stun, or you open with a silence, and then I like doing like a QE after that. So, open with stun and then QE, QE, or open with a silence and then do QE. So, those are the two most kind of obvious openers before level 13. Obviously you're going to want to wait until you have full energy as well. After level 13, the combo that you want to do with DFA is, so basically you go invisible, and then you Q on them, and then you QWE, and that gives you a full 3-point combo. So, yep, that's basically it. DQ, Q, QWE. You want to wait for full energy before you can press all those buttons at once too. All these combos you want to be at full energy or you won't have enough energy to do all of them. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to follow the Gale Forest YouTube channel if you guys did. You can also follow my own YouTube channel at Fan Heroes of the Storm and follow my Twitter at FanHots for future content. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys next time.